This is definitely one of my favorite oral histories coming right out of West Africa. What up, African world? It's your boy Home Team here. I'm back at it with another video of African history, culture, and worldview. And today I want to talk about the legend of Princess Yennenga. Now before I talk about Princess Yennenga, we have to understand a little bit about the region itself and her people, the Dagomba people. The Dagomba people are from northern Ghana, and according to them, their origins lie with a man named Tohazi, meaning Red Hunter. Now Tohazi is believed to have migrated from Tunga, which is supposedly east of Lake Chad in Central Africa. He came from this region to Nigeria, then to Mali, and then finally settling in Burkina Faso. Tohazi was a great warrior who fought in a war against a Malayan king. So pleased with his war prowess, the Malayan king is said to have given one of his daughters, named Paga Wagga, in marriage to him. They had a son named Pogonombo. Now Pogonombo was given a king's daughter from Gurma, and they had a son named Nadega, from which all Dagomba people claim descent. And this is where we get to the legend of Princess Yennenga. Princess Yennenga was revered for being the most beautiful girl in the entire kingdom. Princess Yennenga was the daughter of King Nadega of the 12th century of the Dagomba kingdom, which was in northern Ghana. Princess Yennenga was an adored and beloved princess who, at the age of 14, fought for her father against the neighboring Mandinka people. She was also an extraordinary horseman. She even rode better than her brothers, and even better than the kingdom's warriors. She was a brave warrior, adept at using javelins, spears, and bows. As Yennenga aged, she greatly desired to find a husband, yet her father hadn't prepared one for her, which perplexed her greatly. Yennenga was so precious to her people that her father refused to let her marry, a decision that inevitably deeply saddened her. She felt as though she couldn't complain directly to her father, so she began to plant a field of wheat. In a few months, the crop became lush and beautiful, but over time, Yennenga allowed it to rot. Her father became very confused and perplexed as to why she was doing this and demanded an explanation. Princess Yennenga responded and said, "You see, father, as precious as you say I am, still you let me rot like the wheat in this field." Princess Yennenga explained to her father that that was how she felt being unable to marry, like a rotting field of wheat. However, her father was unmoved, and King Nadega ordered Princess Yennenga to be locked away. Fortunately enough, Princess Yennenga had friends amongst the king's guards because she was so beloved. So one night, one of the king's guardsmen actually helped Princess Yennenga escape. Both of them rode long into the night and were later spotted and attacked by Mandinka warriors. Princess Yennenga and the guard routed their attackers, but the guard paid for the victory with his life. Yennenga, deeply saddened and now alone deep in the forest far, far away from the Dagomba, decided to be brave and carry on northward. At one point, Princess Yennenga had to cross the river, and being the brave woman that she was, she traveled across the strong currents and successfully got to the other side. Yennenga was exhausted from her effort, and she fell asleep on the back of her horse. But then she spotted a house. It belonged to Rael, a famous elephant hunter. Upon seeing Yennenga, Rael immediately bowed as he assumed that she was some Mandinka general or warrior, because she was dressed so elegantly in men's clothing and gave orders as if she was a king. Rael let Yennenga stay in his home, but after a while, Yennenga came to him in secret and told him who she was, daughter of Nadega, princess of Dagomba. After this revelation, the two of them fell in love and had a son named Odregu, which means stallion. Odregu went on to be the founder of the mighty Maasai kingdom. Yennenga was a legendary princess considered to be the mother of the Maasai people of modern-day Burkina Faso. The Maasai people were known to be excellent horse riders and had very strong cavalry force that rivaled the Mali Empire and the Songhai Empire. They frequently had success against these two empires as they raided deep into enemy territory. They even burned down Timbuktu at one point in time. The Mosai Kingdom is not only unique because of their legendary Princess Yennenga story, but they were also unique because they vehemently opposed Islam when other Africans tried to convert them forcefully. They were successful in their attempts at holding on to their traditional African religious beliefs, despite numerous attempts by multiple African empires like the Mali Empire, Songhai Empire, Masina Empire, and the Fulani Sokoto Empire to convert them. Now today, many statues of Princess Yennenga can be found in the capital of Burkina Faso. I really hope you guys enjoyed this African legend as much as I have. And as always, my YouTube videos are just merely introductions to African history. If you guys want to learn more about African history, I actually offer full-blown African history courses on this website called Patreon. I teach about African empires, oral history, and mythology. So with a pledge of $1 a month through Patreon, you guys can have access to all the courses and project updates. I just recently wrapped up our course on the Wagadu Empire. You guys can check it out in the link below. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's your boy Home Team. Know thyself. Remember your ancestors. Peace.
But you hear the young birds singing, and the lambs just water.